One of the more interesting aspects of this therapy is that a lot of women started coming to us before in vitro fertilization. In one of our studies, we took a group of women who had had no success with IVF and had had 2 or 3 or more in vitro fertilization attempts. When we treated them, 71% became pregnant with their next in vitro fertilization and 50% had full-term births.
First found out we had fertility problems. We decided we were going to start a family after we were married, and about 6 months later, my physician told me that since we didn't become pregnant, we needed to go start trying the Clomid. We were then transferred to a clinic for infertility. They took us directly to IVF. Instead of trying to do more of a natural progression into the fertility treatments, we had to go right to IVF immediately. It was very stressful. We were basically considered a number, and you went in, they gave you what you needed to do. Very impersonal, very challenging.
You feel as though you're the only ones at the time going through it. It's a struggle and stress on both of you. You know, it's something that you both end up having to go through, and you have to support each other. But yeah, it was definitely trying times.
It was devastating when it did not work. The first time, we really felt, going to the clinic that we went to, that it was just in the bag. You know, we just knew it was going to work. We were hopeful it was going to work. And in fact, when the nurse called me to tell me the first time it didn't work, she told me she just knew I had too much hope, and that I should really just let it go and just continue on to try again with the next cycle. So we did that 3 times, and each one of them were unsuccessful.
When we got the news that the first in vitro didn't work, I mean, it was heartbreaking. You're just not quite sure, I guess, where to go from there, and you start thinking that, you know, maybe the whole thing is hopeless.
We heard about Clear Passage by doing some research. We had done about 3 years or so of treatments, going to the clinic and going to various doctors, doing shots, medication, various, you know, ideas. Nothing worked. We found Clear Passage when we were looking up alternate treatments through a website with Cleveland Clinic. Truly, I was not expecting much when we came here, to be honest, because we'd had so many negative things happen. We had so many things that were not going in the direction that we had hoped. When we came here, it was an amazing experience for both of us. My husband and I both enjoyed all the staff, very professional, compassionate, just an amazing experience. We came here, learned so much about our body, how it works, how everything, you know, goes together, how your body needs to be healthy in order for any of this to work.
It was just a whole lot more personable than many of the other treatments or places that we've been to.
When we went for our last IVF, we were very positive. We came here to Clear Passage thinking we were going to just try to do everything natural from then forward. We were done with the medications and the treatments and the timings and all that stress. So we decided we'd come to Clear Passage one last time and be treated and just let things happen. Shortly after, we received a grant for going to Cleveland Clinic, and we did one last IVF, and it was successful. It was an amazing thing. I can tell you a lot about my kids. I can tell you they're amazing twin boys. There are 3. They are as opposite as black and white, but both completely amazing, and we wouldn't have them if we didn't come here. I absolutely believe coming to Clear Passage allowed my body to deal with the IVF again in a healthy way. I believe it was the key to being successful in our adventure with IVF. Coming here was everything.